They'll run it again with Henry. There's a nice move, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Packers defensive backs, they do a really good job helping out.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he
Were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well. They're going for it with the option right. A big roll of the dice on 4.
Was you read the defensive end? If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person. May end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case.
To throw, here's Willis. Shoves him aside. This will go to Henry out wide. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
More than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a 3rd. Here's Willis. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's just outside of the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that purple.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Weren't able to do so.
Forced out to his left. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now Willis on the bootleg. Able to get away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going to 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And that's back to throw Willis. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he'll get this out to the 30.
This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he slips up past the 45.
A lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a... They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the
game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
This had them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little on the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That is caught. And they'll get this down to the at 10. They're able to... Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
Complete.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything. Willis, 4th down here. Flushed out right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Moore from 6 yards away. And the Titans are back within a couple of the lead. Well, that's a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point tier. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Pushes past him. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do it.
Got to the receiver.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points. I think the talking points were in the locker room.
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could...
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Off.
Willis now off of play action. Got his man, Okonkwo. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 68 yards receiving that first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle at the 40. Now Willis to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down he goes, taking it in. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Breaks a tackle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play.
See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 40 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd. Good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it?
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's gets scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And mark him down way up close to the 40.
The windup is just an incomplete pass.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out.
And that one winds up incomplete.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he gets this only to the... Willis looking to throw it. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. Add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
On this snap.
On third down, it's Willis. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis going to go for a 6th 4th down try. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield.
Too well.
Willis is going to throw once more. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will go out right near. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys...
Willis will try and throw for this. Steps away.
And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And here's Pacheco once again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the...
It's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their... And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one. Is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the...
Avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's got his target. That's complete. There's the stiff arm. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, here's Willis. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have cut it back with enough time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right?
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him in. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains.
Wise way up, not that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. To the air on first down, here's Willis. It's complete to Hopkins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get trucked.
And has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Oh, and a heck of an effort Willis looks to pass it here. It's complete. Burks. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Willis. He finds Hopkins complete.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there.
90 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, here's Spears. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Partner, you get about
down. Willis, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone. Mix. Might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
43 seconds to go. They need at minimum. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Sean. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.